Fire, where we discuss about your migration journey in Australia. So, whatever your questions are, whether it's related to skills assessment, DAMAs, employer sponsored visa, skill visa, whatever your question, whether you're onshore, offshore, not in Australia, in that case, you can ask here in this live 30-minute session, and we'll try to answer all of these questions in this live session. So if your question is not answered, in that case, you can reach out to our team, book a general consultation. First of all, just let me make a disclaimer. This podcast, this session, live session, it is only for general advice purposes. Don't substitute this for migration purposes. Like for any of the migration specific advice, we always recommend seeking professional advice. So we'll start this live session now on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. Let me just go to our TikTok channel first and see what all comments are there, what all people are asking about their skills assessment employer sponsored visa. So you can write in the comment box from where you are joining right now, whether you are in Perth, you are in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Tasmania, ACT, wherever you are joining in from. We are here to answer all of your questions in this live session. I think live got interrupted. Let me just fix this. Yeah, it's all good. All right, so we have few people, they have joined us here on Facebook and Instagram as well. I can see that. We will talk about today the upcoming invitation round. Everybody is so excited about 189 invitation round, which is going to happen very soon. Last time, if you remember, department, what they did, on 7th of November, they posted on their social media handles that they are going to conduct an invitation round on 13th. And then 13th of November, there was an invitation round. This time, we are expecting to happen the same way. Like they will be firstly announcing, maybe on their social media handles, a tentative day, like when the 189 invitation round is going to happen. And then 189 invitation round will be happening. So fingers crossed, let's see when this 189 invitation round's expected date is going to be announced. And accordingly, you make sure your EOIs are up to date. We are again and again interrupting on TikTok. I'm not sure why. Why is this happening? RK is asking, any chance for 189 90 points welder first class in upcoming round? Very good chances are there, RK. If you are a welder with 90 points, 90 points are really good. I'm pretty sure you might have gained experience points, superior English, and maybe NATI and everything else. Very good points. Yeah, you stand a good chance in the upcoming 189 invitation round. Now, next one is Sadistan is asking how long it takes to get nomination 190 Western Australia. Western Australia, after their pre-invite, they are taking about 8 weeks to nominate anyone either under 190 or 491. And sometime if they are not happy with your documentation, then it can take even longer. We have seen about 4 months time as well in Western Australia for the nomination to be approved. So in case your visa is expiring, you just need to make sure there is an alternative plan. You have some backup option by the time Western Australia is nominating you and giving you a full invitation. Okay, now the next one. Sandhya is asking, ECT with 80 points, working in field without state points, are there chances in New South Wales? New South Wales is going to conduct their invitation round. We are hoping 2nd of March. There will be an invitation round for New South Wales 190. There is a hope for ECT because that's in their priority. It's in teaching, it's in their priority. Chances are there. Let's see how is their cutoff. So we cannot say at this stage anything, but just wish you all the best for this upcoming round. You will see the results within 2 or 3 days. Okay. Kirbia is asking how to apply for PCC for India as a foreign national. Okay, you're not an Indian national, you're a foreign national. In that case, I don't have any idea. Like the best platform is to go to VFS and then search like whether there is an option, because most of the times what we see through VFS, they can help you with any kind of PCC. It has to be through passport office. It cannot be from superintendent of police. That's what for PCC for India is likely. but I'm not very sure. Like your answer is you're not an Indian national. As a foreign national, Indian PCC, I really don't have the answer for this. Okay, now the next one is Melbourne office appointment मिल सकती है जो you can book online consultation or Zoom consultation with us. Right now, I'm in Perth, but we do have office in Brisbane and Melbourne. In Melbourne office for appointments, you can call on Monday and you can seek that appointment. But yes, anytime you need a Zoom consultation or online, any part of the world, you can just do it from the ease of your home, need not to travel anywhere. Okay, 189, sorry, chances for Victoria. Carpenter, 70 points. Simmer, Bull, very good chances are there. It's not about Victoria, Simmer. You need to understand Carpenter and 189. 189 means it's a federal level. So anywhere you are in any state, the chances are good. I don't understand why you did not get 190 of Victoria if you are at this point, because right now Victoria is also prioritizing carpenters, and many carpenters they got invited even at 60 plus 5 points. Okay. Alvin is saying, good morning, ma'am. Last time, what were you talking about? Hospitality staff. I don't remember last time what was I talking about hospitality staff, Alvin. If you can specify what exactly your queries, then I may remember. I talk so much during my live session, so I don't remember what exactly I talked, particularly about hospitality staff. Okay. 190 got rejected. Any chance that I can apply for 491 in South Australia? Yes, Sukh, there is nothing that is stopping you to apply 491. Yes, if you have been nominated once from South Australia, then you cannot be nominated again in the same financial year. But in your case, you were not nominated. You got a pre invite, but you were not nominated. So, yeah, you should be able to apply 491. Only thing, it depends, like whether you will be getting an invitation again or not. That totally depends. Okay, now the next question. Ian with 75 points. Any chance for 190? Vishek, yeah. So, Ian, which state are you talking about? I don't know about the state where you belong to. If you tell me the state, then I'll be able to answer this question. Sanjeev is saying, I am doing job ready program from regional Western Australia as a chef. What are the chances for next year? Sanjeev, I would not be able to give you much hopes for chef, whether you are in regional or metropolitan Western Australia. You have seen recently chefs got invited at 95 points. If you think you have very good points, then the chances are okay in Western Australia, being a Western Australian graduate. Otherwise, what you do, I would say, start looking at alternative options. Employer sponsored visa. Once you complete job ready program, 1 year of experience with qualification, you automatically become eligible for 482 if your employer is happy to sponsor. Otherwise, for skill visa, try to target improving on your points. PT, NATI, you may have to improve like 20 points from PT and 5 points from NATI. Think about those things if you are only seeking skill visas in Western Australia. Okay. PK is asking 186 under labor agreement. What is the processing time as an aged care worker? Aged care worker is pretty quick. Like we have seen the grants in 6 to 8 months for aged care workers. Earlier it used to be 3 to 4 months for 186, but right now 6 to 8 months for 186. Okay, I answered this as well. Monica is asking, looking for 482 for child care educator, but I have less experience, possibly in Dharma. For 482, you need 1 year of full-time work experience as a child care worker. Whether you are in Dharma or it's standard child care worker in any part of the part of Australia, it doesn't matter. You won't have any concession. Like 1 year minimum is mandatory. You cannot have concession on top of 1 year experience. Okay, hope it makes sense to you, Monica. Goat is asking, how do you apply or get 186? You need a sponsor. You need 3 years of full-time work experience. You need a positive skills assessment. You need six each. And if it's through Dharma, then there is a different requirement. So 186 means employer sponsored visa. It's a direct permanent residency, but there are requirements. Occupation must be in the list. There are so many requirements. It's not just a random thing that you can just apply for 186. Okay. Could you please share some light? My boss submitted 186 DE, Computer Network and System. Gabber, your boss might have submitted a nomination. Have you lodged a visa on top of that? If nomination has been submitted in this occupation, it can take up to 2 years for nomination and visa to be granted. Okay, so ask your boss what exactly he has lodged. Has he lodged your nomination or visa application? Okay, I have 1 year HR driving experience. Sonam is saying. So, Sonam, what's your query if you have HR driving experience? What's your query? Rockstar, what is your question? I don't understand. 70 points, social worker, New South Wales, Ashish Tiwari. What are the chances for 190? 190 in New South Wales is going to be competitive. I would say the minimum cutoff would be somewhere 80, 85 points, not less than that, even for social workers. So if you can improve on your points, then the chances are better. Okay. All right. So let me go back to now Facebook because we are live on Facebook as well. And I haven't gone through the comments on Facebook. Guri Mavi is asking, hi ma'am, 482 visa processing time for truck drivers in Dharma stream, please. Okay, Dharma is taking right now 4 to 6 months, anywhere between 4 to 6 months for 482 nomination plus visa. If it's lodged together, you should be getting the grant, nomination and visa grant together. Make sure your PCC, police clearance from India or from any country where you have lived more than 3 months. In that case, that's up to date during the processing time. Because if that's not there, it's gonna again delay the processing time, Guri. Anurag KR is asking, list of occupation that does not require skills assessment. There are 439 occupation in CSOL. CSOL means core skills occupation list. Out of 439, only 25 occupation, they require mandatory skills assessment. It means, let me calculate, okay, it means 414 occupation, they do not require any kind of skills assessment. So what you can do is, Anurag, rather me telling you what 414 occupations are there where you don't need skills assessment, you go Google CSOL, core skills occupation list, and then check that list of 439 occupation. Only trade occupation like chef, motor mechanics, painters, welders, and from certain nationalities, they need skills assessment, not everyone else, okay? Kulbir Singh is asking, my employer refused to pay me on tax. Can I apply with ABN salary for 189? I have 3 years of experience as a painter. Kulbir, if you're applying 186 direct entry right now, right? So your experience, even on ABN, can be counted towards 186 eligibility. I hope that makes sense to you. Like 3 years of full-time work experience will make you eligible for 186, even if it's on ABN. But if it's consistent, you have done full-time, you have pay evidence, in that case, you are eligible for 186. But when they apply for 186, you need a future job contract. Okay? So you can contact our team, discuss about your case-specific, scenario, and then we can advise you accordingly. Raureet is asking, hello ma'am, hope you are doing well. Yes, I am great, Raureet. How long we have to work with employer after 186 approval? That's a very tricky question. 186 approval means basically you have committed that you will be working 2 years with the employer after 186 grant. But once 186 is granted, on your visa, it's a permanent residency. You don't have conditions. But as per employment contract, you are saying that you will be working for 2 years. It's all between you and your employer. Sometimes employers, they don't want you, right? There are a few things that can happen and they terminate your employment contract. In that case, that obligation won't be there. But if your employer really wants you to work for him and you have decided just after getting your PR, you don't want to work for them, in that case, it can cause trouble. Like they can lodge a complaint against you, it can affect your citizenship. But as such, if we talk about visa conditions, you don't have any visa condition that you have to work for the employer, okay? So it's totally between you and your employer. Rajat Rajput is asking 190 point construction project manager from overseas, any chance? Construction project manager, recently Western Australia, they invited them at 95 points. So the chances are there if you have very high points. Otherwise, with low points, I would say the chances are slim. Try for every state because construction project manager, this is an occupation. Almost every state's offshore quota, they got this occupation. I would suggest you to lodge EOI for every state. Okay. Sukh Akwal is asking, ma'am, I have 60 points of my own and any chance for 190, 491 in Western Australia carpenter? Good chances are there, Sukh Atwal. If you have 60 points of your own, it means 65 for 190 and for 491 you have 75 points. Good chances, very good chances. Have you lodged your EOI and are you a resident of Western Australia? That's my next question. If yes, good chances. Aklik Ahmed is asking, can you please explain about motor mechanic 482 visa holder? What are the chances of getting skilled independent visa? From last few rounds, motor mechanics are not getting invited for 189. Earlier, motor mechanics used to get an invitation on 189 at 80 points, 85 points. Earlier, before that, even 65 points. But right now, motor mechanics, I don't know why 189 they are not getting invitation. But you should always lodge your EOI. Chances for the next 1 year are slim for motor mechanics. You should consider states, and specifically New South Wales is the state for motor mechanics. That's a very good state. They invite motor mechanics. Okay. All right. I answered this as well. I'll be switching back to TikTok again. So we are right now on different platforms. I'm trying to read all the comments. So sometimes there can be delay answering your questions. So you can be patient in this case. I really appreciate. Shajuz is asking, hi ma'am, can a security officer get sponsored in Sydney? Security guards and security officers under company specific labor agreement, they can get sponsorship. So what you need to do, you need to get in touch with your company, those who want to sponsor you. If they are willing to undergo company specific labor agreement, you can always contact us. We are very proud to say that we have been doing labor agreements for the last 5 years actively, and we have done so many labor agreements, including company specific labor agreement, DAMAs, aged care labor agreements, HELAs, on hire labor agreements. So we are really proud of our services in labor agreement section. So if you need any assistance, you can always get in touch with us and our team will get in touch with your company, explain them the process, and that's how it works. Yes, sponsorship is possible, but under company specific labor agreement. How long is 1801 taking to grant after being lodged? It is taking time. It is taking about, in some cases, 7 to 8 months, but in some cases, we have seen in 3 to 4 months the grants are there. Ian with 75 points, trying for South Australia. What are the chances? I'm offshore applicant from Canada. Why are you not trying for other states? South Australia is very competitive for Ians. But other states, you should try for every state. If you are in Canada, offshore, you should strive for every other state, okay? Don't just stick to South Australia. Your main motive is to come to Australia and settle here, right? So in that case, apply for every state. Unknown is asking, ma'am, I have not submitted my tax assessment when applying for 189. Should I submit now or should I delay? If you have claimed the work experience for 189, you have to submit that. If you haven't claimed any work experience, then there's no problem. But yes, if you have Commonwealth debt, they will ask you to clear that debt before 189 grant. Okay, Manik Chopra is asking, chef 85 points, 190, 95 points, 491, fall under schedule 2, living and working in Western Australia metropolitan. Manik, have you seen the recent invitation round? Chefs got invited at 95 points, and the EOI date was 2024, I think February. So they picked the EOI, which was lodged 2 years ago, around 2 years ago. So I would say what you need to do in this case, if your visa is expiring, please start looking at the options, alternative option. If you have 3 years of experience, even today we got 186 nomination approval for one of our chefs in just 6 months. So 186, if you're eligible, go for 186. Don't waste your time on 491. If you have a supportive employer, that's what my advice is. Manik, for you. Sarab Sahibgal is asking, I applied for 494 and I got 491 invites. Advise which okay, you applied for 494 and you got now 491 invite. You're asking my opinion. See, this won't be advice, and don't consider it as a migration advice. I'm just giving you my opinion. 491, 494, the grant time is going to be 6 to 7 months, okay? And after that, you have to stay with the employer for next 3 years in order to apply for PR. If you think employer is supportive and you are happy to work there, go with 494. Grants can be quicker. But if you are looking for something independent pathway, 491 means you do whatever you want. But the processing time for 491 is right now about 3 years for occupation that are not in priority. So if you are happy to wait for that time, then 491 should be the option if you are happy to wait for the time. But if you're in rush to get your PR, 494. Okay. I have studied in Perth, Ian, and had 60 points. What are the options for PR in Western Australia? Western Australia, 491 under WA graduate. The chances are at higher points. Right now, Western Australia is looking at higher points. EOI submission date also should be earlier. Then the chances are there. If your visas are expiring, please look for alternative options. 407, 482, all those kind of options should be there. Okay. Now the next one, I got job in Ian in New South Wales regional. Can I apply 190, 491 in Victoria and New South Wales? You got job in New South Wales, and how can you apply then 491 for Victoria? I didn't understand your question. Because for Victoria 491, you need to be a resident of Victoria regional. So you won't be able to apply for both the states, okay? Sarab is saying thank you so much. Thank you, Sarab, for joining us today. I hope I answered your question and you know that what I told you. SC is asking, I got job. I answered this. 80 points, ECT, 190 chances, New South Wales. New South Wales, we are just waiting for their cutoff. Within 2 to 3 days, you will understand whether you are going to get invited or not, because 2nd of March or 3rd of March, there is going to be an invitation round. And by then, we'll understand about cutoff. 80 points are good. But if you have like people already sitting at 95 points in New South Wales, in that case, if they are going to invite few applicants, then the chances would be slim. But yeah, it all depends how many people are there right now in the queue and how many points they are at. Okay. I have 7 minutes to go. I've been talking and I'm really tired now. Taljinder Chima, I got 491 pre-invite as a painter in Western Australia. What are the chances in the next round for 190? Chances are good. Western Australia is a state. They have invited many times, firstly for 491, and in the next round they have invited for 190. So even if you are accepting that 491 invitation, you will have 60 days to lodge your visa. And if you have something in the background already, you can wait for 190 from Western Australia. It's on border of Victoria and New South Wales, like got job in New South Wales, but I live in Mildura. Okay, so if you are living in Victoria, then yes, you are eligible to apply. Because as such, but are you Victorian graduate? See, I would say contact our team, because the questions when you are asking, we cannot extract the complete information from you. In that case, I always recommend booking a even general consultation. Check your initial eligibility checks with one of our counselors, because there are so many things we have to check before giving you a concrete answer. Some questions are very straightforward, and I don't need to dig out more information from you. But in certain cases, we really need to extract more information from you. Okay. Rockstar, what are you asking? Carpenter, 75 points, 190 New South Wales chances. Chances are good, Rockstar, for 75 points in New South Wales. And the round is just round the corner, like it's just in 2 to 3 days. You will understand what's their cutoff. All the best. Hi, when will be the next 190 round in Queensland? Queensland is very random. They are not announcing this time any dates. They are doing random rounds. In a month, sometime 2 or 3 invitation rounds are happening. So anytime it can happen. Just be patient and make sure you are meeting their 4 criteria for priority. You know their criteria: skills, you need to have experience, superior English, partner needs to be skilled, higher salary. That's their criteria for invitation. I have been on ART because it's saying 485 to student. For a year, I have started studying bricklaying now. Safe. Safe? ART can open anytime. It's already been 1 year. So from 1 to 1.5 year, anytime ART can open. If that gets open and you won't win the ART, in that case, you will have Federal Circuit Court options. And I know you want to complete your job ready program. That's what your question is. It all depends like how much time they are going to give you. Sometime it can take up to 2 years for ART. Sometime it's quicker. Thank you very much. You are doing a great job. Thank you, not registered. These kind of comments, they motivate us to do more for our community and run these live sessions where we can clarify your doubts. I know many people, they make wrong decisions just because they cannot get a proper advice. And I don't know why they are afraid of booking a consultation. You should, when you have to decide your future in Australia, always seek a professional advice. Don't go for rumors. Don't look for unauthorized people's advice. There are many people on social media, they are not authorized, they are not registered migration agents, and they are just giving advice for their social media content. Please don't fall for that. Always seek advice from professionals. Yes, we do these live sessions. I know it's a great source of information, but at the same time, if you have case-specific questions, book a consultation. Gary Riard is asking 190 New South Wales, 65 points, carpentry with 2 years of experience. Good chances are there. Gary, we are expecting New South Wales will also be following all other states' construction. So 190, they will invite carpenters. Fingers crossed, it's just another 3 days, I think 3 or 4 days, and you will get the results from New South Wales. With 70 points on in Western Australia through Journal Stream, what are the chances for 491 and how long it will take? What's your occupation, Sugam? What's your occupation? You haven't mentioned your occupation. How can I answer? Processing time for 186 in Queensland Regional. ECT is your occupation. Chances are slim at 70 points because ECT, many people are sitting at 85, 90 points. I would not set very high hopes on ECT with 70 points, to be honest. Okay. Can cleaner be eligible for 482 in New South Wales? In New South Wales, Orana Dama, I'm pretty sure cleaners are not there in Orana Dama. We have a video on cleaners pathway for 482 under Dama. Please watch that. It's on our YouTube channel. It's there on TikTok as well, where I have mentioned all the regions where cleaners are there in 482. Okay, so look into that. But yes, if your company is really big company and they are happy to sponsor you under company specific labor agreement, 482 is an option. You can contact us. If your company shows any willingness, you can contact us. We can get in touch with your company. Okay. Okay, guys, 2 minutes to go and we will be wrapping it up. Let me go back to Facebook and answer some of the questions there. Okay. There are 22 comments, but Western Australia conducted more rounds. Bhupinder Barar is asking. Western Australia, yes, they did recently 2 rounds. One was on 20th of February, another one was on 23rd of February. And we posted the data from these 2 rounds. You can check on our social media channel, Bhupinder Barar. Engineer Rajat Sharma is asking, 186 civil engineer, Queensland. 186 means nothing about state. It is about federal level. And civil engineers, yes, 186 is possible if you have 3 years of work experience full time. You have skills assessment, you have six each, and an employer ready to sponsor you. Yes, 186 is possible, but it's taking time. It can take 1 to 2 years for the grant. Okay, I answered this as well. Just guys, another 1 minute, and we will be wrapping it up. Yes, Alicia.
Shugam 17 Karti, he's asking 70 points own, but with 15 points, state 85 currently in WA.
Yeah, then it's good. Like 85 is fine. 70 Sugam. 70 is less. I thought you have 55 plus 15 points, 70 points. 85 still you stand a chance. Okay. Anup Maharjan is asking Cook 482 from Gold Coast, how long it takes? From Gold Coast, it's again 4 to 7 months right now. 4 to 7 months, not earlier than that. Okay, guys, it's time now. We have to wrap it up. We'll see you on next Saturday, same time, 10:30. If you are in Perth, if you are in Brisbane, 12:30, and if you are in Melbourne, Sydney, it is 1:30. And other parts of the world, you can see what time you will be at. And yes, we will join you next Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and it's long